Hello guys and welcome back to another episode at Hailey Off the Record. Okay, today let's talk about the past, my favorite topic. Here's everything I have learned over the weekend so far about the past. If you watch episode 15, what was that, 16? You know that I'm currently having this situation going on right from the gym. Yeah, I know. But I was dwelling on it over the weekend and it's really revealed itself to me because I feel like I was way in over my head in a sense. Once I stepped out of it, I was able to just, live and enjoy the moment. I think my problem is that I tend to tap too much into that hyper vigilant, hyper analytic things with everything. I would go and then I would come home and analyze every single action, body language, everything, and it's just doing my head in. So earlier this week when I went for my session, I decided to just let go. Like I decided that it's not even that deep. I do not need to be living in my head. Whatever it is, it will be. I'll just need to let things unfold itself. And the result, I feel so much better. I wasn't on my head. I was able to, really focusing on getting my workout done. I was enjoying the interactions without needing to think about it too much. And generally, I came home and I feel so much better. It's like a whole weight lift off. But back to the situations, long story short, if you haven't watched episode 15, I'm gonna catch you right up. It was 16. Maybe it was episode 16. It was the manifestations that came true. So I met this person at the boxing gym who's literally mirroring me. Anyway, this person is acting as a catalyst, literally showing a mirror in my face like, Hailey, look at yourself. See your self-worth. You don't have to continue to prove yourself in order to be seen. I see you. That's the lesson that I'm going through. But you know what though? The more I think about the situation, it brought me right back to the start. So I spoke about how the first time I met this person, full on the 11th of May, which is the birthday of my first love, right? This person is the Scorpio. I'm a Taurus. My first love was a Taurus. So just the sign. There's something about this interaction that felt very fated, intense. And I haven't felt a similar kind of intensity in that relationship, which is like over a decade ago. I really feeling like the universe is telling me that you are so capable of feeling such intensity, intoxications, the kind of feeling deep connection. It hasn't died with your first love. And the circumstances now is very similar. So back then with my first love, when I met him, when we're like really vibing off, there was a geographical expiration date. He was meant to be moving overseas. And my stay in Vietnam is not permanent. And this person knows that. There's the parallels there. I almost feel like when I thought about that, along with like, the intents and the similarities, everything, all the signs, all the synchronicities, everything in this dynamic interaction encounter, it's almost feeling like the universe is giving me the same question to test me. Like, are you gonna give the same answer, Hailey? Or are you going to break the pattern by giving a different response? And I've been trying to tell myself over the weekend that it's like, hey, you don't have to like, stepping in your hypervigilant. Not everything is a test, but this feel like the test. It's not like the test that it's like, if I don't pass this, I don't get the clarity that I want. Or if I don't pass this, things is just gonna go crumble down. If I don't pass this, then I'm gonna have to go through the same ending, the heartbreak. I truly think that sometimes being a hypervigilant person, obviously I'm being an eldest daughter, I'm trying to fix that. And also I'm a Virgo rising, I just overanalyze everything. I always think about the worst case scenario. To be more specific, I think about all scenarios so I can be ready for anything when it comes my way. I often forget that if I can think of the worst case scenario, I have to think of the best case scenario too, because all scenarios could be possibilities. And the lesson within this, the same question the universe has asked me is that, am I able to handle this intensity without letting the fear, without the doubt, without the fear of feeling too much, looking stupid, stop me from actually enjoying the moment? I think that is the true test here. And it is up to me. Am I going to break the pattern by giving a different response, get out of my head and actually just enjoy the interactions without needing to pursue clarity, needing to overdwelling on it? Or am I going to just run away and sabotage everything and then feeling the regrets afterwards, like with my first love, when I overthink too much and I said nothing, I did nothing, and it ended up being something that I wish I had said more. I wish I had shown my feelings more. I wish I had shown how much it had mattered to me more. But the thing is, guys, time does not wait for anybody. Money's come and go, jobs come and go, everything come and go, but time is the only thing that does not come back. Every single moment you get to experience in this life is only going to happen once. The same moment is not going to repeat itself. So you either live in your head and not in that present and just have this moment slip right off your head, or you can just let go, let things unfold itself naturally, let yourself just leave and just be. Because one thing that I often forget, and I talk about this before and I don't know why I keep forgetting it, this lifetime is a limited time experience. We don't have unlimited time on earth. We all destined to be at some point. We're either going to be busy living or we're going to be busy not living and wasting all this time that we were put here on this earth for whatever reason to experience things. Literally though, one thing I need to mention is that everything, my perspective is so clear now. I don't know why all these clarities come to me. Maybe I have been reading and listening to that Stuff Out podcast again, and I've just been like, just get the hell out of my head. But everything is just an experience. Everything is just an experience. We are living this life for the first time too. Like this is our first rodeo, and to be honest, I think we're doing pretty great. We're not supposed to know how to do things correctly. We learn from our lived experience. We make mistakes and then we learn, oh, don't do that next time. For some of us, things work out, then we learn, okay, keep doing that. Living is just an experience. Everything is just an experience. Losing a loved one, heartbreaks, failure, it's just an experience. And once you see it that way, I feel like it's lifted such a massive weight off. I don't know, does that make sense? And because everything is an experience, I think one thing we need to remember is that you are entitled to your feelings. Feelings are there to be felt, not suppressed. And I know as an eldest daughter, it's rich for me to say, but I know you can use this too. Feeling deeply is a gift. You do not have to feel like, oh, why am I feeling this much? Why this make me look so dumb? Why is it affecting me so much? So what? So what if you're feeling that much? So what if it's affecting you this much? Feel the damn feeling. Once you feel it, it's going to pass. But the longer you resist it, the longer you're trying to justify that I can't be feeling this way. I need to be nonchalant. I need to be cold. This doesn't deserve that much real estate in my head. Yeah, maybe it doesn't, but if you don't feel it, you're resisting it. It's gonna take longer for you to be able to let go of that feeling. It's going to take you longer to be able to break free from that feeling, rather than just riding the wave, get it done and over with. Any feeling, fear, when you want to do something, try something new, but you're scared because you think you might look stupid and people are gonna be judging you. So what? Most of the time, I feel like though everyone is very much in their head. I know this because I'm in my head like 89% of the time. So just do the damn thing. Stop letting the fear of looking stupid stop you from living this precious life of yours. Babe, you only get to live once. Go out there, do whatever the hell you want. If you love somebody, if you like somebody, tell them. If you want to quit your job and switch your career, do it. If you want to move country, book the damn ticket, move. Do the things you want. You don't have forever. None of us does. And if you have been here before, I talk about how in the recent year, I lost both of my grandparents very unexpectedly, especially with my grandma. I lost her last year, and the week before she passed away, I was literally on the phone with her. And then just, within a week, she's no longer here with us. That's how fragile life is. Tomorrow is not promised for anybody. And the only one that's going to live with all that regret that I should have done that, I should have done this. And I know we all have regrets of how we should have done better. We could have done this. We shouldn't have done that. We should have known better. We didn't, okay? And that's okay. This is our first time living this life. We didn't have the two. Without the lived experience, we wouldn't have known what we have known. So those experiences are actually helpful. They came with a meaning. You're supposed to suffer in order to get the knowledge that you know today. We don't have to look at it as such a bad way. And on top of that, it would feel worse regretting that you didn't do something rather than just do it and be faced with fear, failure, heartbreaks, or whatever. At least you get that experience. And it's a very like half cup full, half cup empty kind of thing. Everything is really perspective. When you are feeling negative feelings, right? You're down, you're heartbroken, you're sad, you're unmotivated. You are more prone to focus on all the negative stuff. Like you are going to feel like, oh my God, when it rained, it poured, like literally. But when you are happier, when you feel joy, even if things are not magically happening for you instantly, there's no instant gratification, you feel patient enough, have that trust in you that things are coming and you're being expected. And somehow things work out. And that's brought me to the point, being hyper analytic and overthinking, just being prepared for all the scenarios, serve you during hard times. They come in handy. They are a skill that get you through those hard times. They are the skill that literally pull you out of the rock bottom. And yes, they serve their job, but you need to be able to separate that skill. That is not the skill to be using in the mundane moment where there's joy, there's happiness in the little thing. You don't need to be obsessing over the little details, like why the tone feel different, why are they a little bit distant today, why did they say that, why did it feel like the vibe is different. Don't focus on none of that. Focusing on just living that moment, and you are going to be able to focus on the positive side of that experience, because by everything is just an experience. And once you're detached from the outcome, the clarity that you've been seeking, I promise you, life is going to feel so much lighter, and you are going to feel like you're moving through it more fluidly, because like honestly, it's not that deep. So what? You say the wrong thing, you look stupid. So what if you feel too much and people think that, that is so stupid, why would you do that? So what? We are only here for limited time. In the next 40, 50 years, we're not even gonna be here. We're not gonna be here to be embarrassed. And plus, It's only embarrassed if you feel embarrassed. Stop stressing about it so much, and yet stop picking apart all the little detail and actually just focusing on living the moment, letting yourself experience it, letting yourself be just in the moment without overthinking all the layer of it and sprint it and live 15 steps ahead. And this is a lesson for myself also, in case I need to return to this episode and listen to myself, because boy, I have been in my head, okay? That is something I'm trying to fix, and having this perspective now really helped me detaching from the outcome. Same as how I said that it's not about the goal, it's about the little habit that bring you to the goal. If you keep on doing the little habit, the goal become inevitable. Like if you eat clean, you move your body regularly, your body transformation is gonna become inevitable. There is no way you're not gonna change. Same things here. If you're just focusing on the experience, being present, and feel what you need to feel, do what you need to do, say what you need to say, live life the way you want to live, not the way you think other people want you to live. Just focusing on those little moments, just focusing on those little experiences, passing through them, let yourself pass through them, let yourself experience them. Whatever meant for you on the other side, it's going to become inevitable. You're gonna reach it, and you're gonna find out when you get there. You don't have to drive on, oh my god, I need to know right now. I need things to work out right now. I need them to text me right now. I need to know if they're gonna be my husband or a very expensive therapy bill. You don't need to focus on that, honestly, because whatever it's meant to be, it's going to be there waiting for you on the other side, and you are going to cross there. And I promise you, most of the time, by the time we cross over to clarity, over to the other side, whatever it may be, we're going to look back and think that, wow, I really wish I could just slow time down or return to that moment. Why you can't? None of us can return to the moment. So live like you only get to live this life once, because you do. It's not happening again. Maybe it does, but you might not have memories of it. So live. This is your one precious life. Stop worrying about how to live life the correct way, or how to live life the way you think people would feel impressed of. Live life the way you want to live. And that is all just off the record, by the way. I feel like the sessions is a little bit fast-paced, almost like a mini crash out. I feel like I'm just being hit with a lot of emotion, a lot of clarities, a lot of enlightenment all at once. That's why I feel very generate, very high energy and excited. But truly, I love filming for Hailey Off the Records and being able to sit down with myself, processing with my thought. And I am a very fast thinker, so journaling doesn't quite work lately, because it just be flowing and my hands I can't keep up with this. But that is why I love talking to you guys and sitting down for our self-appointed therapy session, because honestly, I feel lighter already. That's everything I've learned over the weekend. The past is there for a purpose. It's the experience, it's the lesson we learn from our experiences. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you like it, make sure you hit subscribe, and I will see you guys next Saturday. Bye.